Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra, exclusively on SNY.TV. Thursday night, the Mets and Yankees wrapped up the Subway Series, and the Mets were shut out for the second straight night, beaten 1-0. A matchup of two first-time starters. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. He went 7. He was terrific, gave up 1 run.
I would say probably the third inning is when I really settled down, and I felt like I had my best stuff then. The first 2 innings, second inning I still had some nerves, I would say, and after that I settled down and felt like I started locating a little better than I did in the first 2.
Tremendous command of his stuff, much better down the zone, change-up's a better pitch. I was very, very impressed. I mean, as the game went along, he got better. So I was certainly very, very happy to see that, and anxious to see him when he gets back out there the next time.
That was awesome. Facing those guys, watched Jeter growing up, playing, and couldn't ask for a better team to make my debut against.
And Chase Whitley for the Yankees, he went 4 2/3, but it was the guy who replaced Whitley who was the star of the night.
Well, Dylan Betances was just unbelievable. Has had to face 7 Mets hitters, struck out 6 of them, 4 of them looking on a curveball that we haven't seen this year so far.
We watched a lot of tape on him, as much as we could get, the reports. But you got to see a guy. I mean, there's just no replacing the fact you got to get in the batter's box against somebody. And great change, really, really a good change. Good movement on his changeup.
He's very good, very good. I mean, he's 97 with a great curveball, and you just hope that one of those pitches are off, and when he's throwing both those for strikes. That's you get that result. That's pretty unhittable. It's impressive. I'd never faced him, I don't think, and he had his way with us for sure.
And he was really the difference in the game. Chase Whitley was fantastic to go 4 2/3, handed the ball off, and it was really Betances who got it to the deeper part of that more talented New York Yankee bullpen.
And deGrom pitched very well.
deGrom was just. It was just so exciting to watch him pitch. A little shaky early, but after that he had all 3 pitches working, his slider and his changeup. You saw some great athletic moves out here, turning a double play and a comebacker right at him from Derek Jeter. He turned into a double play. And finally, the Mets have a hit from a pitcher as he got a hit to left center.
After the Met pitchers were 0 for 64, the only run of the game coming in the 7th inning after the Mets failed to turn a double play.
Well, they failed to turn the double play, and the veteran Alfonso Soriano got the double in the gap that scored McCann, barely scored McCann. That proved to be the game. But what was most alarming today was the 14 strikeouts from the Mets. They only got 3 hits. 11 of those 14 strikeouts came between 2 through 6 in the order, right in the meat. So, hats off to the Yankee pitching here.
Pitching, obviously, I think on both sides was significantly better in this ballpark than it was the first 2 games. It seemed like our at-bats, got worse, and probably some of that had to do with the pitching. And then obviously, runs are probably more at a premium, in this ballpark than that ballpark. So, probably a combination of those 3 things.
It's a little disappointing for sure. Coming back and really having an outstanding game by Jake tonight. Kept us right there, gave us a legitimate shot, and we couldn't get much going.
David Robertson, a 4-out save. The Yankees get a split of the 4-game series. Mets scored 21 runs in 2 games in the Bronx, no runs in 2 games at Citi Field. Now they go to Washington to play the Nationals for 3. John Neese pitches against Tanner Roark on Friday night. Our coverage begins with Cadillac first pitch on SNY, 6 o'clock on Friday night. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.